Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to another episode of our Surviving the Aftermath mini Let's Play. This is going to be a very tense episode, I think, as we kick things off with our first major catastrophe. There is a heat wave incoming, and we are most certainly not prepared for it. Folks, before we get into it though, I just want to mention, as I said previously, this is supposed to be a mini Let's Play. So the plan was, I've got the episode that released yesterday, I've got today's episode, and I'll be releasing another episode tomorrow at the same time. But with that said, the response to that first episode was great to see. So many of you have said you'd love to see this game more on the channel, and if that's still the case after you see today's session and get a bit more familiar with it, please let me know. Keep leaving a like and a comment down below. As I always say, it makes a big difference in how I approach the content on the channel, and if there is enough interest still, then I'm definitely considering making this a more of a long-running series, finding a little spot for it in our schedule and whatnot, because I'm personally really enjoying everything this game has to offer, and it's only in early access, so as more things get added to it, as things get developed, we'll be able to explore all of that, much like we've been doing for, workers and resources, for example. Anyway, folks, with all that said and done and set aside, let's get to it, because there's a lot to get to. So, heat wave inbound. That means that our water collection is going to stop, because the water collectors, maybe you'll recall, as it says over here, halts during heat waves and fallouts, and a heat wave is exactly what's coming. So, that's a problem. Beyond that, we haven't got enough water storage. These collectors are able to store some water, but as you might recall, I was very hesitant about building another clean water storage area because I wanted to use that plastic, that 10 plastic and 2 metal for other things like the medical tent, which was, helpful. That's not the medical tent. The medical tent, which has already, been worth it because we've got someone who's had an injury, more housing, all sorts of stuff. And now I'm maybe going to live to regret it. Maybe the use of the word live is a little strong, but we have to prepare. First order of business is going to be to put down another clean water storage. I say another, but I mean our first clean water storage over here. We're also going to want to get another collector to make sure we are speeding up the rate of water collection. I don't think over here efficiency is going to be very low, and this lake is getting pretty crowded, I would say. So we can actually take advantage of this one over here. I'm sure we'll find a spot, all right, with 100. I keep looking at the arrows as an indicator of where the water should be. But yeah, you can see we've got a couple of spots here where we'll get 100% efficiency. Let's put you right down, as far down as we can go. Do that. I'm actually going to build another water storage right over here. Or I wonder if we put them back to back. Let's put it up over here. Let's make like a little, unit, if you will. Let's put it over here. Not too much space or anything needed, right? So that will really skyrocket our storage capabilities. But you can't store something you don't have, by which I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to fill both of those up with just these 2 collectors. That aside, we should consider, not just stockpiles, but also production during the heat wave. The well, though it produces less water, it continues to produce water even during a heat wave because people are using the groundwater reserves. And I don't know if groundwater reserves get emptied out or drained, or if that's a planned feature of the future or something. But what I see here is produces 10 water, and all it is limited by is, a lack of groundwater reserves. So we're going to go ahead and drop down the water well. There's got to be, there's like 100% over here. We might put down a pair of them, and even if they just produce 10 water, hopefully it'll be enough to counteract the heat wave. I think we'll put it down over here. I mean, I could put it down. This is barren soil. We got any more good spots? We got some good spots down here, but do we really want the well to be by the entrance and exit? That sounds like a dangerous place to put it. Again, just trying to role play the logic here. And we can drop it down over here. Not a lot of room. Yeah, sure. Like, it doesn't take a lot of room, and there's a pretty tight space if we want to keep these trees up. So this will probably be one of the only things that fits. Drop you down over here. I'll drop you down over here, I think. Guys that live over here are the most fortunate if they ever need a drink of water. And that we'll start with just one well, and we'll build more if we feel it's necessary. The way a heat wave works is it increases how much water gets consumed. If you run out of water in storage, people start to get thirsty. Eventually they get dehydrated, and then eventually they die. So that's what we're trying to avoid here. Again, it's called surviving the aftermath. Let's go ahead and get Baron working on the construction down over here. The colonists will work on some construction across the board as well. And we just want to stay on top of Baron's duties to make sure he prioritizes, well, what we think are the priorities. The other thing I want to point out before I hit play, well, there's a couple things actually. Let's go ahead and take a look at our specialists on the world map, ready for some new orders. Down over here, Defina, our scavenger, she's already picked up a bunch of concrete from this spot over here. So let's go ahead and send her over to pick up the tools and the planks later on, and then she'll come back to Partyville to deposit all of those resources, make it a more fruitful run, if you will. But yeah, she's going to take some time to pick up those. Satoshi down over here, good to go to the museum. Pick up those science points, which is actually the other thing I wanted to talk about was what we're researching right now. It's a bit of an unfortunate circumstance, but let's go ahead and get Jin scouting here before we touch on that. Hopefully there's some more. Ooh, no, okay, more banditry going on. Now the thing about bandit layers is you want to clear them out because they are guarding some kind of resource. Like they could be guarding food, metal, whatever it might be. So you do want to clear them out. Like if we cleared this one out previously, then Satoshi would have been able to pick some stuff up. He's not a scavenger. We can still use him for it. But alas, it is something we'll consider afterwards. Let's go ahead and send Jin down so she can maybe scout these two sectors in her next turn or something. But with the world map stuff done, right, what I wanted to say about research. Now, basic farming is almost done. And it's a little unfortunate. I mean, we could stop it, but I'll just let it finish off. The reason why it's unfortunate is because farms actually don't work during heat waves. Harvest withers during heat waves and fallouts. So we're going to get something that we're not going to be able to use right away. I don't know how long the heat wave lasts. Maybe it's going to be short, in which case, fine. Let's stick with basic farming. But after that, I have some plans with regards to what I want to research next. And again, we'll touch on that when the time comes. For now, though, let's go ahead and hit play and get the show on the road and hope that we're doing enough, quickly enough to survive the heat wave. Jeez, gonna regret not focusing on water. I mean, it's one of the most basic needs, right? I should have just doubled down on it. I'm a real picture of health now, aren't I? Harper's been healed up. I mean, on the topic of doubling down, and again, I can't remember now if I mentioned this already, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself. I want to make sure I don't overdo the response to the heat wave. You know what I mean? I don't want to, like, use up all of our plastic for a response to the heat wave, survive the heat wave by a significant margin, and then not have the resources I need for other situations. That would be not ideal. Okay, construction started over here. Our colonists, I thought I saw, brought up materials. Still need some materials up over there. Not a problem. Once this is done, which will be shortly, just going on double time right now. And looks like our research will be completed shortly as well. Almost at the same time. Get you up over here, working on this. There's our farming completed. We're not going to focus on skinning right now. We have enough clothes. I don't think we need fiber that, you know, with that much of a rush. We're actually going to look at something else. Now, one of the things I want to do soon, we might get to it today, is get communal living. The tenement over here has a slightly higher capacity than the, you know, emergency shelters that we're building right now. And as you can see, it gives a minor happiness bonus. I wouldn't mind getting the tenements and shanties unlocked, particularly with regards to, you know, just having more space on less space, being more space efficient, sorry. For that, though, we'll have to either look at heavy tarps that improve the durability of these emergency shelters and tents, or nurses for an extra work slot at the medical tent. I think we'll go with the heavy tarps, but I'm getting ahead of myself. What I want to do first is get these crowbars. The only reason I wanted to point this out, by the way, is because I felt like I didn't give enough detail on how buildings get unlocked last session, so I just wanted to touch on that a bit. But the first thing I want to do is crowbars. 50 science points, 15 hours. It'll increase the rate of production out of the scrapper and the recycler. That's metal and plastic, which is, you know, the bedrock of society right now. And then after that, we can look at scavenger teams to improve the rate at both of those buildings, or reclaimable materials to increase the rate of metal production. For now, though, crowbars is all we can do over here, so let's go ahead and do that. Another 15 hours likely will be completed in the middle of this heat wave. At least we're getting some rain before the heat comes. This is going to get done soon, hopefully. Water storage has begun, yes. I really hope we're doing A, enough, and B, the right things. Things can go horribly wrong. No free carriers left. Get you working on this? No, this is still waiting for resources. I could slow down. There. Let's get rid of the medical tent for now. Until someone's got an injury, we don't need to activate it. We have a colonist who can go around, you know, transporting resources. Ooh. Plains of Plenty. New quest available. First of all, specialist ready for action. I think that just happened, so I would have missed that. You are still in the process of carrying stuff or picking stuff up. Go ahead and move you down over here. And Satoshi, you're still working as well. Okay, so it's just Jin that needed orders. Fair enough. Back we go. And what is this? Plains of Plenty. I wish I checked this first before I told Jin where to go. These quests take place, at least as far as I've seen, on the world map. Plains of Plenty. Even if it was somehow doable, post-apocalyptic air travel would be immensely dangerous. Between acid rain, occasional meteor showers, and magnetic storm, you'd be dealing with unreliable instruments and makeshift parts, but airplane hangars themselves can still be a treasure trove for components and other resources. You've been told about a particular airfield which has garnered a lot of attention from local looters. Okay, let's visit the airport. So let's head on over here, and we should be able to find... There it is. Now, a lot of the time, the class of specialist you send in for a quest makes a big difference. Like if we send in a scavenger, this sounds like a scavenging quest. If we send in a scavenger, we might get extra benefit from having a scavenger there. If we send in, you know, a scientist, he might do something else that helps our science department and whatnot. I might actually make the effort of getting Defina to come all the way down here to continue this quest. Let's hope it's worth the struggle. It's all about managing resources, and one of those resources are the people, right? We'll see. We'll see. Heat time up again. I really hope this gets done. What is our water storage looking like right now? Again, the well is bottom priority, because even when the heat wave starts, we can build the wells, and by the time storage has been emptied out, our wells will be done. I say wells plural because as time goes on, I get more and more concerned about our circumstances. Still need some metal over here. Okay, fair enough. Night has fallen. And by the way, heat waves don't let up just because it's nighttime. It is day and night. Thirst, hunger, heat. Not anything that I would describe as pleasant. Crowbars are almost done. The storage might be just a little too late, but I think by the time this thing's done... don't know if we'd even need it, actually. I don't know if we'd even have produced enough water by then, even if we changed our priorities ever so slightly. Yeah, we've got 3 water collectors now and 2 water storage facilities. Okay, well that's done. Let's go ahead and get you working on the well. Still some time before these guys are ready for their moves. Construction completed. There's the research. Another discovery made. Well done, Layla. Well done. So, not going to focus on inventory. Let's go ahead and make our way to colony. Exploration, by the way, has some really interesting options as well for, like, trading, for, you know, motorization, to get yourself a garage. There's like, reinforcing your gate. There's all kinds of really cool options here as well. It's one of the smaller trees, I would say, but it's also one of the trees I think we'll explore a little bit later. Let's improve our living conditions. Get the heavy tarps in. Research that. And then we'll work towards, yeah, communal living. Because as more people arrive as well, I want to make sure we are improving, or rather, again, being space efficient. This is also a good idea afterwards to make sure we have our population growing as time goes on, inside tenements at least. So that's probably the chain we'll want to go down. But again, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit there. Researching heavy tarps for now. The well is being built. You know what? I'm glad I got that storage done. There we go. The heat wave is upon us. Water use doubled. Crops might wither. Well, thankfully we didn't build any farms. You know, didn't waste any of the resources on that. Let's go ahead and deal with our specialists first, and then we'll deal with this heat wave. Defina, you're right here. Okay, let's pick the... how long will it take you to get down here? Three-ish turns. We can get Satoshi to scout before he comes... Well, he doesn't have to come back. We can get Satoshi to scout the area, see if there's anything else worth exploring. And for now, Defina. Let's go to these crumbling houses. Go for it. Good stuff. Jin, pull you down over here. Yeah, I want to be able to scout both in the same turn. No rush, I guess, either way, right? We're not going to, like, dive into them, so it's no big deal. Down over here, we can go ahead and scout. At least see what's going on. At least see what's going on. Maybe there's another spot for more science points over here. Ah, we don't have enough action points. Alright, all done here. Now, the heat wave. -28. Because production has completely stopped, the well isn't done yet. And you can see how immediately our storage has suffered. Wow, that was... We were at a 1K. Plus, actually. Already dropped. Alright, not a problem. This thing will be done soon. About halfway done now. -28. Maybe we do build another well. Go ahead and get another well. Try and line it up. I thought I saw 100% up over here. Even put it down over here. Put it by the medical tent. Reduces how much it produces. Not that expensive. 20 concrete. We don't have enough concrete. You know what, Defina, it might have been wise to send her back. These ruins over here. Are we collecting concrete? Some up over here. Go ahead and reduce this. I want to make sure we're focusing on concrete and the planks. This thing is still... Okay, this is almost done. I might actually get Baron to pick some concrete up right now. Construction completed. Just from over here, it's pretty close. So we can build another well. But you can see it's gone from -28 to -18 now. Water is being drained pretty quickly. I think we might be okay, but I'm going to go ahead and play the better safe than sorry card right now. I'm going to go ahead and play the better safe than sorry card for sure. Searching after... Yeah, we're all good. Okay, let's go ahead and pick the speed up a little bit. Definitely need the concrete that Defina has. I don't know if I want to bring her back. Let's see what this haul brings us. Might be enough for... Yeah, it is enough for the next construction. Pause and really quickly put down 100% efficiency well. Up over here. And there is still room for more construction. Sure. Pop you down right over here. And again, like, these gaps between roads and things like that, we will be filling out with bushes. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last session as well. Just because it's the post-apocalypse doesn't mean it needs to look like the post-apocalypse, right? We can keep working on beautifying the spaces and making it feel like home. Because, you know, I would say that's part of the problem if something like this were to actually happen. Alright, we're good. Get that well done. We still have about 700 or so water units in storage. Promising. Promising. We've got enough materials to build this for sure. All of these guys bringing the construction material over. Excellent. Baron, are you... What are you doing, buddy? Thought I told you to build. Weird. Yeah, he's making his way back, right? Almost ready for our orders. The world map. And honestly, by the time this well is done, I think we'll have enough concrete to build the next one as well. Specialist ready for action. Satoshi, get the scouting in. No, nothing, nothing worth his time. We could pull over this way. Again, science points, they get delivered automatically, right? We don't have to travel back, so Satoshi can actually go pretty far without us having to worry about his efficiency. Now, if we were to make our way over, it would take us 3 turns. If we go back here, it would take us 2, and then probably another 2 to get down over here. Let's return to Colony. And then we'll come down here after. The quest, I don't think, is going anywhere. Meanwhile, Jin, let's get you scouting. Ooh. Oh, it's a motel. Oh, no. Oh, man, that's nasty. That's nasty. Oh, that made my skin crawl. Over here, we can get some firewood. Dangerous, though. And over here, we can get some tools. All right. What's over here? Makes Satoshi's decision-making a bit easier. Some options over here. What about down over here? I just love this overworld thing. Ah, there we go. There's a spot over here. Little anvil. Okay, some trade options here. Some trade options here. I don't know if we'll look into that right this instant. Want to make sure we get that research done. Satoshi's got a long way to go for that. Let's keep Jin moving up this way for now. Apart from that, I believe... Yep, that's all of you over here. Back to surviving this heat wave. Hopefully. Shouldn't use the word survive so freely. Right, these guys are dead. I don't even know why I'm panning over. Or what I'm hoping to see. Construct. Build. Work. We finally figured it out. That's heavy tarps completed. Excellent. Over to Communal Living. At 100 science points in 18 hours. We've got that. Bear spotted. Some want to go hunt it. Oof, that sounds dangerous. That sounds dangerous. A group of colonists tell you they had seen an old bear walking past the camp no more than an hour ago. It walked slowly, like it was injured, but might still have plenty of fight left in it. If hunted down, the bear could provide the colony with considerable amounts of meat. Food's always good to have. I will let them try to hunt down the bear. The group returns with 5 people barely able to carry a massive body of an adult bear with them. Judging from the wounds, it had definitely been injured already. Fortune favored the bold today, and the meat will feed you for days. Nice, that's, not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Take what I can get. Take what I can get. Alright, good. Construction over here is happening. What's the situation? Still have about 450 or so units of water. I think we'll be good. Oh, great. As I say, that water shortage warning comes up. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. We'll get this done. They'll reduce the consumption rate. We can build another one behind the medical tent. I feel like that's, thematic, so to speak. And we might be okay. Because that'll reduce... That'll get rid of the negative, right? Oof. But of course, as the population grows bigger, the hit is harder, right? Because it's about water use being doubled based on our population. Good stuff. You are almost done. Yes, you are. Speed it up a little bit more. Still a little bit of water left in storage. I think we just barely made it in time, folks. I think we just barely made it in time. Pause for a second here. Completed the well. Deposit depleted. That's the small concrete deposit up over here, I assume. Yep. We're able to increase you again then. I actually need more concrete. Damn. Well. Defina's about to come back right on time. Get you back over here. Done. So that's all the concrete taken care of. I feel like I'm saying concrete. Concrete, there we go. I keep saying concrete like it's 2 separate words or something. It's throwing me off. And I'm the one saying it. Alright, fancier stuff out over here. Okay. Okay. She's out of her points though. Satoshi. Let's get you moving towards this spot. He will take some damage, so we'll probably have to send him home after. Take him some time to get back. And once Defina gets back out, we'll send her down for the scavenging. Well, for the quest, I should say. I'm just assuming scavenging would be helpful. Up over here, let's go ahead and get to work on the other water well. There's other resources we do have enough of. 8. Best we can do. 9 a little bit further out. I want to keep it kind of tightly packed because I feel like if we go too far away, I'm going to eat up room for other stuff. That's the one thing that I'm still cagey about with this game, I suppose is the way to put it, is like I'm not sure about perfect placement. I could also put this well like right down over here. 82%. Looks like 8's the best number we're going to get. 9 over here. 95, 9, okay, cool. Down. Maybe over here, right behind the center. That makes sense, right behind the tent in the center. Sure. Stylistically, I think that makes sense. 9 water, that'll overtake our consumption by 1 step. Cool. Let's get Baron working on that, please. And you. Back to the world map. I believe you've delivered everything. Yeah, looks like the carriers are coming down to pick it all up. Believe so. Go ahead and get you to the world map. And immediately send you down towards this airport. Who knows what it holds? Probably, maybe a lot of metal, maybe some like electronics and stuff as well. Only one way to find out, and that's by actually going there. Fear of death. Hold on a second. Well, I guess it's because of our current situation. I was like, why are you afraid of death? Right, because there's a heat wave and we're all thirsty. That's why. And again, storage is still good enough. It's actually seen us through, what is this now? A whole day and a half of this heat wave? Alright, not too shabby. There we go. All the materials have arrived. I'm glad we have this kind of centralized spot over here. Good stuff. Good stuff. Another discovery made. That's the tenements done. Now, I think the best call would be interior walls. Now, it's a balancing act, because we want to make sure we have a growing population, and we also want to make sure it's not growing too quickly, because we want to make sure it can survive. The other option, well, there's no point having more work slots if we don't have more people to work those slots, though we could look at big game hunting, pack tactics, again, work slot increase. You know what? Let's go with interior walls, and I love that that's what's needed for baby making. I mean, it makes perfect sense. I just love the icon. It just comes together nicely. Very cheeky. I love it. Okay, let's get that going. Let's also take a look at tenements. Just drop you down over here. No reason not to, I think. Gives us a lot more room for living. But if people arrive, I want to make sure I'm ready for them, right? Fair bit of metal, fair bit of concrete. We will have that left over, though. One thing I really need to get on, now that I say that, is the production of metal ourselves. The grid is always a little hard to work out where I want to line things up. I think this is right. I'll be down here. We want to make sure we get the lumber yard, for example, done, so we can start getting planks. And we want to get the forester down as well, so we can start keeping, trees alive, so that we can convert them into planks, things like that. I don't want to underestimate the necessity for those things. We do still have quite a few planks available. Well done. Beautiful. I would say that was well done. We will survive this heat wave. We've got plenty of food, though we're not producing nearly enough. Something to consider for the future, but I think we'll be fine in terms of this heat wave. Beautiful. Oh, man. Actually, I want to check. We still had just about 100 water left over. So I'm going to go ahead and say that our decision-making there worked. It was pretty clutch, and I think it worked. Okay, continue down over here. Satoshi, keep you moving over here. And Jin, I suppose we can move down this way. A lot of exploring to do down over here still. Or let's just... Oh, this wouldn't be the end. But fine, let's go to this side. It'll take a little bit of time to get here, but... explore a bit further out there. Okay, cool. That's everyone. That is everyone. Now, Baron, I could send out to do a little bit of fighting.
Huh?
Now, what is this? What is this? Dirty, high exposure to infections. And you can't bathe in an outhouse, can you? When it says outhouse, does it just mean, an outhouse in the traditional sense? No, it looks like you can get cleaned up. That's what the icons are implying. All right, fair enough. I guess it's an outhouse where you can also take a shower. Yeah, there she is. Cool. Fair enough. And again, another reason for building these tenements is not just for the living space for future arrivals, one way or another, whichever way they arrive, but also for that minor boost to happiness. I would like to have people be happier when they are, in our colony. I'll speed time up again. I wonder how much longer this heat wave will last, but either way, unless food becomes a serious problem, I think we're okay. Got all the resources we need. Up over here, we've got this wooden house, more plastic planks. Group of survivors arrived at the gate. Ooh, interesting timing. This is, about to be built. Not bad timing at all. Open this gate or I'll tear it down. You think I can't do that? Yeah, you're probably right. So, pretty please? Just because they are rude to us does not mean we will be rude to them. We will be excellent. 2 adults, 1 elder, no kids. It's good working numbers. And we've also got Scrappa, who's a fighter. He seems to always be functioning just below his breaking point. Oh my god, the eyes definitely suggest as much. Such recklessness would be a death wish if his mind wasn't just as overcharged as his body. So far, fighting has been the only way for him to let off steam and avoid becoming a jittery mess. You're telling me this guy's not a jittery mess? Alright, cool, sure, sounds good. We'll let them in. They've got some food with them and some clothes as well, so more than they need. Great, let them in. Beautiful. So nice to see new faces, says Lily. Colonist Edward is injured. Well, let's go ahead and make sure we activate this then. Is that one of the new additions? Fair enough, I don't mind that. I don't think so, though. I think I broke something. I missed one of the messages. Water shortage warning is still there. Oh, and of course the new arrivals. I shouldn't have taken them on when we were still suffering from this heat wave. Oh! Speak of the devil, Harper, I thought we were goners for sure. The heat wave has come and gone. We're looking good. Wonderful. Wonderful. Everything's back to producing water. We don't have to worry about anything anymore. Well, okay, it's not exactly accurate, obviously. Specialist ready for action. Tenement is done as well. Let's take a look at the specialist first. Satoshi. Up to here. Go, buddy. Jin. Get you scouting up over here. Ah, sure, over here as well, fine. Like, my idea was to angle up that way afterwards. Alright. Danger zone. Well, I guess we can't scout anymore this turn. I want to see what's going on beyond these mountains. But, time for our quest. Now, quests, I'm pretty sure, are a part of Update 11, which has come alongside the release of this game on Steam. Well, early access release on Steam. So let's go ahead and dive on into Plains of Plenty. Oh my god, Plains of Plenty, it's a pun, I love it. I was just about to say, let's go ahead and see what the air, like the hangar, oh my god, I love it. Arriving at the airport, it's now I'm not getting over it. Okay, arriving at the airport, it's evident that the word has spread far and wide. A frenzy of raiders and survivors is grabbing everything and anything they can get their hands on. One must be smart or ruthless to score the good stuff. Some of the old plains are still untouched, and the less discerning looters might have missed resources that are harder to find. See, so, again, if we brought a fighter, could have done this. If we brought a scout, if we brought a scavenger, well, we did bring a scavenger, so, you know, we've got this. But I like that. I like that there's a variety of, you know, there's the, like, fear of missing out, or whatever you want to call it, of just, like, buyer's remorse. Because I'm curious about the valuables, for example, especially. But it's okay. Trip a nearby plane. Get the job done. While hangars are full of people fighting for the shiniest stuff, most of the old planes have been left untouched. A large twin-propeller aircraft is sitting on the edge of the runway and should provide plenty of usable materials for a keen-eyed person with the right tools. A bit of climbing and scavenging later, the bag is full of valuable and rare goods. You know what? That's not bad at all. We got some components. We've got ourselves some parts as well as some trusty metal. This is why I wanted to go back to the colony before coming down here. I wasn't sure how many items would end up, and I don't know if it does. I think it ends up in our backpack, and we still have to go back home to deposit it, but I don't want to take any chances. So we've got to wait until next cycle anyway. Seems weird calling it a turn because of the real-time nature of the game. The next tick, I suppose, is the right call. But okay. The tenement is done. It's got 4 out of 8 occupants. Good stuff. Interior walls completed as well. Behold, science. Yeah, I'll show you some science. It's about to be some biology going on. We need to make sure we're ready for that. Sweet porcelain improves happiness. Okay. Okay. Let's look back at food. A larger larder for a higher storage capacity in our food storage. Don't think that's urgently needed, but I think we will need it soon. And communal eating allows us to get a cookhouse and a logging camp. So this is where the firewood, for example, becomes relevant. We also need water and that looks like vegetables. Food types. Big game hunting. And pack tactics. To do that as well for a more immediate gain, let's go with pack tactics. Extra workers at the trappers means, better trapping, and we've got more colonists now, so let's go ahead and research this. And at the same time, we should consider where we want to put down our fields. A lot of pollution here. Environmental stations to clear the space out. I'm wondering if we can expand our fields over here or over this way. There's a lot of trees to cut down, which is my only hesitation, I suppose. Deposit depleted. See, like, but the game is warning me. It's like, hey, you're running out of planks. We still got a lot over here, and I'm sure there's other ruins around the map as well. And let's not forget there is, of course, the overworld map as well. But I don't want to be too reliant on that for something that's so, essential at the core. Another house over here. Housing over here. This is all housing. Sure, this could all be fields, I suppose. Let's see something. Small field. We want to maximize efficiency, and I'm pretty sure this is where that's going to be because it's so lush and green, whereas this is all, infertile soil. Yeah, we can drop it down here. This area is kind of blocked off until we actively remove some of this pollution. Want to put another house over here, maybe. Go up over here, right up against this. Sure. Start over here. Start over here, yes. A little hesitant every time I put down a new thing for the first time, as you can tell. Finally, I've fully recovered. Good for you, Edward. Let's go ahead and build a forester. Not a forester, sorry, but a lumber yard. Alex has been irradiated. Oh my god, he's like glowing green. Yeah, this medical tent has more than, paid for itself with its early acquisition. Planting crops. Fields can grow a variety of crops. At first, you can choose either fast-growing corn or the more bountiful potato. Press the Select Next button to pick one. Alright, this thing's been established. Go ahead and... No, it hasn't been established. Waiting for a builder. Alright. I would expect that tooltip to only pop up when it, when it was good to go. Let me check something. The forester over here. Barren soil is very ineffective at growing trees. Good soil up over here. Good soil over here. I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll go ahead and build the lumber yard. Maybe over... I'm gonna clear out trees to put this down. Put the lumber yard down over here maybe. Or put the lumber yard down over here. We're not gonna see more trees growing here. So let's see, put a gap here for the road. Right down. Try that. Let's try that. Okay. What I want to try and do is I want to clear out the trees over here and get something out of them rather than just have to, What I hate doing is building something and seeing the trees fall and then going, those trees could have been wood, right? So let's get ahead of that or I have to do it again. So over here, Defina. Does it not appear in your backpack? Oh no, okay, I guess it automatically just gets thrown back. Alright, fair enough. Quests are a little different then, my apologies. But we are all the way out over here. We could work on getting some more planks. Concrete available over here as well, though we'll take some damage. Not the end of the world. Look at this. Look at how barren this space is. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up the planks over here. Pick up the concrete, make our way back, and then we'll go back to the colony. Okay, that's for next turn. Down over here, Satoshi, pick up that research. A little bit of damage for you as well. Dangerous ground. Ooh. Or an explosion, I suppose. Up over here. Let's go ahead and scout this territory up here. See what's going on. Maybe even push into it. Downed plain over here. weapons, more science points up there. Alright, I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to go ahead and get Baron or somebody out to start taking out some of these camps. Or, actually, you know what? Scrappa. Send you to the world map. Go ahead and, you know, prove your value to the colony, I guess. Put it that way. Though Baron, I guess I could send out as well right now. He's not doing much. Just chilling here. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and get him building the structure over here. That's the thing again about specialists is like you can tell them what to do, and so you can control the efficiency and whatnot. Let's go ahead and send you down this way first. Not sure what'll be waiting for us. Let's go ahead and head down here first. I'm thinking we even head over to like one of these. Yeah, maybe. We'll see how this one goes first and how much damage he takes. Alright. Our medics sure know what they're doing. Damn right, Alex. Damn right. Small field is done. So, the corn, or maize, is a fast grower that can yield multiple small harvests in a short amount of time. Very low endurance against catastrophes. But the potatoes grow slowly, they provide a nice harvest. As the edible parts are underground, it endures catastrophes better than many other crops. For now, I say we go ahead with corn, and if another catastrophe warning comes through, we'll consider switching. Now, of course, you have to wait until they actually grow and are ready for harvest and things like that, so don't want to rely on that too much, but it's also possible that we'll like checkerboard corn and potatoes so we have some variety, I guess. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. Are you building? You are building. Okay, I guess he was picking up some resources or something. But construction has started here. Planks looking pretty low. Looking pretty low. Malnutrition. Your colonists need a varied diet of both vegetables and meat, so make sure you are steadily providing both options. Malnourishment is a serious condition that will lead to death when prolonged. I didn't think we were that bad off. We have a good bit of variety left over from our initial stores. And behold, science. Well done. Well done. I'm wondering if I want to go further down this path over here, or do pack tactics further supplement our food production. Well, let me check something here. Over to our trapper. We'll go ahead and add another person. Production is 6 right now. Goes up to 9, okay. Adding another person isn't a bad idea. We're currently not in a sustainable state, right? We're currently still eating more than we produce. One more person, one more set of colonists arriving will tip the balance against us. No free carriers left, really. Okay. Well, the medical tent only needs to be operational when it needs to be operational, so that's fine. That's fine. And let's, that makes it a bit of a different situation, right? Over here, let's move the work area. I want you to clear this area out first. Again, yes, it's the other side of the colony, but this was because these trees were never going to grow anything over here again in the future. So, even though we can, I'm pretty sure we can cut these down as well. We're not going to grow anything over here in the future. I'm okay with taking up this space. Now, one thing I should look into actually is the environmental station. Ooh, hang on a second. The colonist has been having nightmares. Well, the last time someone had a premonition, it saved our lives. Ghost Town. One of the colonists approaches you, his eyes framed by dark circles. He tells you of a village not too far from here where the inhabitants died mysteriously over a single night. He passed through the village recently and took some things with him. He is now plagued by terrible nightmares and is convinced they're caused by the haunting ghosts of the villagers. They will only be calmed if their belongings are returned. Let's take a scientific approach here. There's no time for this nonsense. Let's take a scientific approach. What's actually going on over here? Is it just your sense of guilt, perhaps? You don't think there's anything supernatural going on. But something is clearly not right. An expedition is sent to inspect the town, armed with whatever you could find. They do indeed find a village strangely empty, populated only by skeletons covered by grass and moss. A closer inspection reveals a source of poisonous gas oozing from the ground. In addition to being deadly, smaller doses seem to cause hallucinations as well. Satisfied with the explanation, the team gathers up whatever usable resources they find and head up back to the colony. It's like carbon monoxide poisoning. Heads up. If you start having scary hallucinations and hearing things while you're at home, it might be because of a carbon monoxide leak. This is real, I'm not making this up. And not every home has a carbon monoxide detector. Some have them alongside like smoke detectors, but just a heads up. This is a very real thing. I'm glad we went the scientific route. I'll just leave it at that. I'm glad we went the scientific route. Baron, again, rather than just sitting around looking pretty, let's go ahead and get you scavenging. Quote-unquote scavenging. Almost ready for more orders, but I was looking at research. I wanted to get rid of the... Oh, look at that. Simple decorations and stuff. Yeah, if I wanted to get rid of the hazards, we need the environmental station, but we need power for it as well. We need power for it as well. Keeping track of all repairs, okay. Power. Trying to remember where power, I think, yeah, production. Wind power. Guess we have to get inventory first. We got wind turbines, more effective and reliable than solar panels, but requires more maintenance. A transformer allows the transferring of energy from one place to another. Solar power, meanwhile, gives us these solar panels, works only during the day, and then there's the transformer unlock as well. Panel coating increases durability, and tough bearings does the same for wind power. We get that, and then we get energy storage. We can start looking at clearing out space. I don't think that's a bad idea. Wider piers, by the way, allows us to fish more efficiently. God, more efficiently. But we'll hold off on that, because again, we don't have people to fill those work slots out. Let's go ahead and work towards inventory here, so we can work towards, I would say, wind power. Needs more maintenance, but that's okay. 15 hours, 75 science points. I really want to get to, yeah, we should get energy going. We can get to the environmental station. Makes life safer and more comfortable by gathering polluted soil from pollution deposits and decontaminating it to safely be stored in a waste dump. We gotta build a waste dump as well. But point being, it needs a fair bit of energy to work. It'll help free up some space for us to further expand into. Not just over here, but also over here. We have some pretty gnarly pollution situations over here, right next to our field too. But the field is fine. It's far enough away that it's not impacted. That's what this represents. This represents the area of trouble. You can see pollution is 0% over here. So we're fine before anybody gets too concerned. Colonist Harper is irradiated. I knew I was too close to it. Were you really? Why are you going down over here? Go to the medical tent. Oh, that's why. There's no one working the medical tent. There we go. Excellent. Specialist ready for orders. Down over here. One more step and then we'll be there. Get you picking up that concrete, please and thank you. There I go again. Concrete. A little bit of damage taken, not the end of the world. We'll pick up the components, planks, and then head back home. I am tempted to scout this area out though. So close. I might. Because that just helps us plan for the future, right? No reason not to scout when we're so close to it. You can plan your movements in the future. Ooh. Omicron? Are you kidding me? Amazing. I love it. I love it. Excellent. And I suppose we could move further up there as well next. Okay, interesting. A good variety of stuff up there. Versus down over here at the Landfill. The air is thick with smoke and soot pouring out from its metalworks. The few people that live here are hardy. Men, women, and children all look like they could arm wrestle a bear. Many are skilled blacksmiths and engineers, visibly proud of their craft and how it helps them in the aftermath. Good for you. Can't trade with them yet. Need a lot of stuff to... Need to like build stuff and whatnot for efficient trading and stuff. If you need a favor, you better give something in return. Population of 74. Wow. Wow. Those are numbers I could only dream of with our 17. You can see people are actually happy. Oh my god, I say that and I look at Amelia's contamination over here. Yeah, well rested, 30 happiness, good. Strong kid. Good for you, Amelia. Why are you still over here not getting healed up? Taking a little nap, I suppose. Okay, fair enough. No free carriers left. Not the end of the world right now. Where's our buddy over here? Select you. It'll highlight the worker. There he is. Are you getting your stretches in? No, he's lying down, I think. Or getting his stretches in. He looks like he's doing a little lunge. Do this real quick. Not sure if he's actually working right now, and I definitely need him to. Says working normally. We'll see if I end up regretting that decision. Still bringing stuff from the gate back. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I think we're able to pick up the pace a little bit. I might want to build another tenement, actually. Just in preparation for the future. We have enough clothes. Let's go ahead and set this number actually up to 15. And again, someone will come here to work only if we are below that number. But yes, let's maybe go ahead and build another tenement just in case. And over here. And lining these up. Like, I like that the art doesn't like get constrained to the grid, but at the same time it becomes tough, at least for me, see how things line up. I think that's fine. Baron, get to work over here instead. Again, not enough resources altogether, but once the specialists return with their resources, we'll be fine. Harper is still having a nap over here, looks like. Fair enough. This guy, don't tell me you're stuck there, buddy. That would be a problem. Oh. Okay, interesting. Oh, there we go, he's moving. Okay, great, wonderful. I think he was napping, yeah. Looks like he was sleeping, but it just didn't, like, put him as lying down inside his tent. Okay, we're good. We're good, we're good. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Again, folks, just as a reminder, this is a game in early access, so there will be some, issues from time to time, some small bugs here and there, but that's okay. There's the bug report option as well. Stuff was radioactive after all. Oh no, Addison is also now irradiated. Okay, listen, Harper. Don't risk it. Don't risk it, and go get yourself taken care of as soon as possible, please. Don't need people dropping dead. You're researching inventory. Get this thing built up. Room for other people to arrive. And I'm wondering what I want to focus on next. I mean, more food is never a terrible idea. You can see we've got the corn growing over here. Specialist ready, and we've depleted another deposit. We'll fight afterwards. Let me first go ahead and yes, let's scout this spot out. We're all the way over here as well. We might as well scout this too. We don't actually. I guess we do kind of urgently need planks, just a little bit maybe. The responsible thing to do might be to go back. Yeah, fine. This will give Jin some stuff to do down south as well. He's all the way up over here right now. I'll move up over here, scout this area out. See what we've got going on. And Baron, well rather Satoshi, move you towards the science points up there. Again, he'll take a little bit of damage, but we'll bring him back after the work there is done. Alright, Baron. Sorry, Scrappa. I keep thinking it's Baron out here. Scrappa. Time to get into a scrap. Should be an easy fight. There we go. Clear the space out, please, in one fell swoop. Ah, looks like we gotta go in again. Fair enough. They're done. And what do we have over here? Components. Okay. Again, we don't have to pick them up with the person that just won the fight. Because again, you can see his scavenging rate is super slow. It'll take him forever to collect 28 components over here. But this does clear the path for Defina on her way back. Where could you go next? Let's go ahead up this way. Keep him fighting. That's everyone done. Cool. And again, we can send Baron out to do the same, right? Clear out spaces. Clear out spaces. 9 production, 14 consumption. 1 harvestable crop. Back in full strength. I mean, we could try and just collect more berries and stuff, right? We do have the food collection going on at the same time. Yeah, we do. Harper still irradiated. Okay, looks like she's getting fixed up as well. Excellent. Alright, let's go ahead and work on these berries. Just collect them in case another catastrophe is headed our way. I want to make sure we're properly ready for it. Water is topped up as well, so I might actually want to build even more water storage. Not that expensive. The planks, though. Yeah, you know what? Defina has to come back, I think. Defina has to come back. Fill this up over here. Yep. One more. Gotta just balance how much stuff we're using, right? It's so, like, everything has value. As you'll remember from last session, we had that incident where we needed, I think it was concrete to survive, right? To avoid a situation. So everything kind of has a value. Makes me nervous to have no planks. That's such like a basic need, a basic requirement. Makes me nervous. This work area is still being worked. There is still some concrete. Let's go ahead and move you up over here because there's some concrete up there as well. And I'm almost wondering if I want to build a road. Make it faster to go back and to and from the area. Scout this space out. Alright, looks dangerous. Looks dangerous. Move you up over here. And Defina, let's start pulling you back. Yeah, let's go there. Let's get the planks, let's get the components, and we'll head home. You, meanwhile, continue over. And Satoshi, keep making your way over as well. It's gonna take a long time to get there. A long time to get there. Alright. Planks coming through now. Go to build this, because again, we're just overproducing water for the storage we have. No surprise. And again, I could slow down the production rate. That's obviously an option as well. Reassign. Oh no, Jacob's injured. That sounds really bad, actually. Needs a medic. Well, we've got the tent. We've got the tent. No worries, buddy. You'll be okay. You know what? I'm thinking we actually, yeah, go ahead and stop working this one right now. Stop working that one right now. Still no free carriers available. We could even stop working this one. Gives us at least one free carrier to bring stuff around. It helps accelerate some of the processes, right? Helps with building and repairing as well. So, not a bad idea. These guys are still being built slowly but surely. There are enough planks now, which is good. And up over here. Yeah, all the materials are available over here, so that'll get built. Some people feeling dirty. I might want to build some more outhouses, maybe. I didn't realize people would be taking showers there. Huh? Why didn't anyone clean that waste? Is that how you got your injury? Fair enough. I think I heard a tree go down. I heard something get dropped. Sounded like a tree. We'll check. Satoshi, continue this way. Jin. Go ahead and scout. See what's going on over here. And what's going on over here. More science available up over here. Not bad. Still some potential for taking hurt, though. Satoshi will take a lot over here. Another, what, 15 HP, and then another 5 over here. I think he'll be okay, though. Dude's resilient. The dude's resilient. Okay, done up over here. Get you involved over here. We should be fine. Yeah, we're still okay. Gonna wait until next turn to finish that off. No worries. No worries. Up over here, things are looking pretty good. Except for food. Archie's irradiated again. Not the end of the world. We've got the medical tent. Until it starts really picking up the rate at which the injuries flow through, we don't have to... I think we're okay. We don't have to worry about that too much. Okay, planks continue to come through. I'm wondering... Yeah, I'm wondering if the next step isn't to... Should have checked in on research right away. Didn't realize the research was done. Completely slipped by me. Okay, well in that case, the next step for sure is, I would say, wind power. Vulnerable to catastrophes, of course. Solar panels, I mean, again, they only work during the day, so wind power it is. We've got more than enough science points, so that's all good. But I feel like the next step is, apart from establishing power and cleaning up radiation, we should really get into managing colonist assignments a bit more. Because again, we don't need to be producing, 50 plus water, or rather, that was more than 50 plus, wasn't it? 60 plus, 70 plus water. What we need to do is we need to store it. And then we can reassign some of those people to work, more people at the trappers to get some more food coming through. This is our big, basic necessity that is still being consumed faster than it's being produced. So I need to look into that. Obviously, we can also send our specialists out hunting. I thought I spotted some deer here earlier. Maybe I'm mistaken. Where's our living beings? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, we got a lot to hunt over here, so maybe we do that before I, spend too much time, effort, and resources and workers, especially on having more work slots available. Something to think about. But it's something to think about for next time, folks. This is where we're going to call it. Night of day 11 is about to strike, if it hasn't already. I feel like it's twilight right now. 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, it's evening/night. I guess this would be called night. It is nighttime on day 11. We survived our heat wave. We did it quite well. We did it in style, I would say. Even our storage didn't empty out. Lots of water production happening. We're adding more water storage facilities as well, having kind of learned our lesson. Overall, things are going well. I think the plank production, the plank production will need some help soon as we, I grow tired of seeing people, walking all the way to here just to pick up some planks, or even walking all the way to oh, well, there's some closer by. I was going to say here, the ruined house over there. But nonetheless, point being, hopefully we'll be able to accelerate the processes over here. We won't have to worry about planks anytime soon. Concrete is going to be a different issue altogether in terms of keeping that sustainable. Glad to have these tenements in process as well. Hopefully we're going to start seeing some more babies and things like that. Hopefully we're going to start seeing a growing population. And next session as well, hopefully we're going to start seeing some trade, just to, again, showcase the various features that the game has to offer. But folks, like I said, this is the end of this session. I hope you enjoyed this one. Apart from the panic at the beginning, I think it was pretty steady after we made it through that heat wave. But as always, y'all let me know what you think. If you want to see more Surviving the Aftermath on this channel, as I said before, leave a like, leave a comment. If you have any thoughts, opinions, feedback, suggestions, whatever it might be, as y'all who are familiar with the channel will know, I do read through and try to respond to every single comment. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly, and of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.